Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the BC Insider, a once-a-month look at news and issues impacting Boulder City. I'm Lisa LaPlante, Communications Manager for Boulder City. The Boulder City Public Works Department has great projects moving into the spring. Plans will have an impact on almost every resident in the city. Joining me today are Public Works Director Gary Poindexter and Project Manager Greg Lindsey from the City of Boulder City. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So first of all, talk to me about a lot of the things that we've been doing in regards to ADA here in the city, especially along Nevada Way. I understand that there's quite a few projects in the works.
Correct. Over the last 2 years, we've received $1.2 million from RTC. And so we've been doing sidewalk trip hazards, vault replacements. Part of the Nevada Way project is going to be parking. We'll add ADA walkway along there, center parking, water improvements. We'll added motorcycle spots, added ADA parking, along with some beautification and some gates for events if we want to shut that area off. And that will extend down to Colorado Street, around Wilbur Square, which we're doing other ADA improvements also. We also have a City Hall ADA improvement parking, so we'll be adding some additional spots. That way we meet the ADA requirements for slope, and they'll be able to enter into the City Hall from the bridge. Del Prado and ADA ramp improvements, we're doing quite a bit in there, along with an asphalt project, a mill and overlay project. We're coming up on a intersection project for Buchanan and Elm, and that's going to be a complete intersection remodel with bump outs, new rapid flashers, you name it. It's going to be a great addition to that intersection. So we worked with the local access group that I've asked them, what are your paths? Because we don't have the funding to do everything, but I've asked them, what are your paths? So we worked together. They pointed out Buchanan and Elm was one of them. Other areas, Avenue A and 5th, Wyoming, M, there's a bunch of them we've switched out. We did a sidewalk down at Oasis Park, which allowed ADA access, but accessibility to the park too. For residents that live in the area, they had to cross over. Now they can go through up through the park, and it meanders through. It's really a neat idea.
Why is it so important to get these projects done?
Accessibility for all is the key. We want to make sure for safety, making sure that our residents and tourists can get around town with no obstacles in their way.
We have a few different funding components. Talk to me about that.
Some of it we used ARPA. A lot of our public right-of-way is RTC. Other funding that's available is regional flood control projects. We have a project that's going to be on Avenue G down to the Georgia Channel. We also have an improvement down by the airport channel. These are all very important. There's 3 main locations that when we do get heavy rains, we need these in place. These are protecting our residents, our businesses, and gets the water out of town fast. So it clears our roads out.
We're talking about a lot of projects. Are taxes going to go up?
No, these are funded. Another RDA is another fund we go through. So we do rely a lot on RTC, Regional Flood Control. ARPA was great, and RDA. We also have other funding sources, federal funding sources, SHPO for some of our, like our filter plant for historic buildings. So we're working with them closely and finishing that project up.
Our police department was built in 1932, and our Justice Center in that area is getting a little bit older. Are there any plans underway to renovate those?
Not only are we updating the infrastructure for the police department and court, but also the fire department, expanding on all of those services, making sure that we're providing the infrastructure that they need to not only be effective, but provide the community with the help that they need.
So talk to me now about this 12 kV extension program into downtown. We used RDA funds to do it. What is that going to do for Boulder City?
It was and is a priority to the city to expand and grow and support the businesses along that Nevada Way corridor. This project is intended to not only provide additional services to all of the business owners along that corridor, but also inspire growth in that corridor, being that we currently have several vacancies in that area. Once we expand and grow to this 12 kV system with the completion of this project, we'll be able to provide a system for those that need a larger power source.
And essentially, we're just talking about better reliability, more improved power to each business. Is that what I understand?
Effectively, with a lot less loss with the system that they're currently using.
Okay. You know, springtime here in Boulder City, we have all of the festivals and events. Are you guys like planning for that while you're doing this project, because so many people come into town?
Absolutely. So late in 2024, we decided to kind of come together as different collective groups with public works, utilities, parks and recs, and put together a calendar of all the major events that are taking place in the city throughout the entire 2025 year. Knowing that we have several city improvement projects taking place, it was important to make sure that we didn't overlap major construction with major events, including the major festivals and festivities that are planned throughout the year. So knowing that we could forecast the major concerns we would have with all of the visitors that would be coming to our city, I think we can avoid any major issues with those conflicting with each other.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about pickleball. It seems to be super popular right now. A lot of people during the ARPA survey said that they would love to see more pickleball courts. I understand we've got some coming to Veterans Memorial Park.
Absolutely. And it's a great thing that we're adding to our city infrastructure. I know there's a lot of pickleball enthusiasts currently. Right now we're in the design phase, working on getting permitting within the next month and hopefully starting construction mid-March.
I know that we're getting closer and closer to having plans for the pool. Talk to me about where we are. After November, we got the extra $9 million. Where are we with that?
So right now we went out for statements of qualifications, and we're putting together a committee to review those. We're hoping we get a great company come in, consultant come in that's got a good background. We were requiring at least 6 pools in their background and their experience that they've built. So we're looking forward to getting some experienced consultants in to help us, architects come in and help us out.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I'm looking forward to seeing all of these projects come to fruition, and I'm sure so are the residents.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
If you see any obstacles or hazards that you're concerned about, contact us. You can go to the SeeClickFix app, www.bcnv.org/concerns, or give us a call at 702-293-9266. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next month with more BC Insider, and to see old episodes, just visit www.bcnv.org/news.